Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to World of Warcraft. It is a new year, and with a new year sometimes comes new things, and other times comes a return to old things, and today I've decided to jump into retail World of Warcraft to answer the question, what is it like to be new to WoW or to be returning to WoW in the year 2022? Since I'm currently playing a warrior in WoW Classic, I thought that similarly to how we did the Hunter playthrough, that it might be interesting to see how over 15 years the warrior class and the gameplay has changed. As always, we're going to be without add-ons for this playthrough, and we're not going to be following any guides. The last time we did a retail playthrough, we went through BFA content. This time, we're going to keep things firmly rooted in the old world. This will be another point of comparison to Classic that could be enjoyable to us. And I think that's going to be enough words from me. The first thing I noticed, though, is the starting armor has changed for all the classes. So we did, in fact, sometime rather recently, get new starting armor, different types, chain, leather, cloth, for the different classes. So very cool. And I've already come in and set up some of my interface options the way I want them to be. So everything should be good to go. Auto loot is turned on. But yeah, we're going to be add-on free for this one. And just kind of doing what comes naturally, seeing how it goes.
Need help?
Let's talk to Marshall McBride here. He wants us to go out into the woods and kill 6 Blackrock wargs to make things a little bit safer for everyone here in Northshire Valley.
Be careful.
Interestingly, we start off with Slam, which is an ability in Classic that, you know, I've never used. Should be an interesting change to see everything that's different here. We've got some stealth Blackrock spies that are content to ignore us, as a good spy would do when they think that they're being covert. And I have all my tutorials turned off, but if you were a new player to World of Warcraft, you'd be getting a bunch of tutorial pop-ups explaining everything down to the minutiae, from how to move your character to how to do your abilities. In fact, if you were brand new, like you just bought the game and installed it, you would have been routed through a specific new player experience. Yeah, and if you want to see that, we do have videos of Exile's Reach on the channel. And that's the new player zone, Exile's Reach. And then after that, if you're new to the game funnels you right into the current expansion content. Which is kind of a shame, because part of me just kind of wishes even new players had the option just to play through the what is considered the base experience, I guess, before they created Exile's Reach. This one's ready for turn-in. Let's go ahead and go back to town. But yeah, Exile's Reach is fun. I can see why they made it for new players. It just is a shame that after that you're kind of just led right into Battle for Azeroth expansion content, which, in my opinion, is not the best way to start playing World of Warcraft. But that's kind of what they've decided. Lions for lambs. The invading orcs aren't fools. They are sizing us up, making sure that when they attack it will be to their advantage. In the forest to the northwest are Blackrock spies. They peer at us through spyglasses, watching our every move, waiting. I want you to take the fight to them.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, we could do that. Let's look in our bags. We did get... Oh, we're wearing plate. You know, because one of the many changes in retail is that we don't start off wearing chain. We just start off wearing plate. It's the same exact... Yeah, we're gonna keep our base set for now because it looks pretty cool and it's not gonna last. Alright, so no other quest yet. We're still doing one at a time, it seems. We got charged now. Let's go ahead Well, firstly, I need to unlock my action bars. That's the first thing I need to do. I also need to remember that in retail, unlike in classic, we share enemies, so we can hit an enemy that another player is hitting, and we can get credit for it. Just like that. Let's go to action bars, and we want them unlocked. And we'll do something like that for now. That should work. It's really interesting to me that they've just given us slam, basically to literally slam. We just we just slam it, and we just hit it over and over again. Because we basically always have rage for it by the time it's off cooldown, and it's only on the global cooldown, so. Alright, here are some more spies. I think I could probably turn the music up a little bit. Because the music is good. A little less of the grunting and groaning would be okay. I actually don't know if the combat grunts are on the dialogue toggle or if they are just on the sound toggle. It seems like they're actually just on the sound toggle and not on the dialogue toggle. That's interesting. Alright, let's get this one turned in.
Greetings.
I received an urgent message from Sergeant Willem. Turns out that the Blackrock Orcs have hired goblin assassins. They ambushed our battalion behind the abbey. Willem has asked me to send him a hero. It's a little early to be calling us a hero. I mean, all we've done is kill some wolves and fight a couple of orcs. But you know, I mean, maybe we're the hero of Northshire Abbey. I still feel like they rushed that one a little bit. It's true, we were ambushed. I don't dare send any more soldiers out there and risk losing them too. I need a volunteer, someone willing to risk it. Wait, isn't the whole point of a soldier that a lot of times you are a volunteer willing to risk your life? Am I like really off base about this? Have I read these before? Have you ever seen a goblin? They're wretched little green-skinned monsters that love only two things, gold and themselves. The Blackrock Orcs have enlisted the aid of goblin assassins to kill our soldiers. If you look to the field in the north, you can barely make out their silhouettes sneaking about in the grass. I need you to head out there and kill every goblin you see. Kill everybody. It starts early in WoW, you just start murdering people.
What can I do for you?
Have you ever embraced the Holy Light, sister? It is through the Holy Light that we are saved. It is through the Holy Light that I am able to heal those overly demanding soldiers, and it is through the holy light that you will be able to venture out into the field north of here and rescue our fallen brothers.
Have a good one.
Okay, I mean, we don't have much control over the light as a warrior, but fine. We'll go click on some soldiers here. I live to fight another day, indeed. So now we got Shield Slam and Slam. Slam. Shield Slam and Slam Slam. Perfect. Shield Slam just deals more physical damage than Slam, and it's on a 9-second cooldown. And they're both on the global cooldown, which is unfortunate. To me, kind of the biggest letdown of the Exiles Reach intro scenario is that, like, it only goes into BFA. You kind of get attached to the characters a little bit as much as you can in World of Warcraft. And yeah, it would have been really cool to just see a whole different 1 to 50 experience carved out. If you really wanted to do a new player experience, I mean, tell a different story in the old world that more personifies what World of Warcraft actually is. Don't funnel people into BFA. Which is probably your second worst expansion. That just didn't feel good, because you meet all these characters, and then from a new player perspective, you could kind of expect, hey, I'm going to see these characters again, I've met them, I've adventured with them, I know things about their personalities. And then you go into BFA, and you never hear from them again. It's kind of the worst. Like, when you're questing in places like this, you're not adventuring with NPCs, so you expect them to just kind of stay where they're at. And you expect that once you move on, you'll never see them again. But when you go around adventuring with a bunch of NPCs that have personalities, I think as a new player you expect you're going to continue with these people. And then you don't. The rear is clear. Okay, great. Report to Marshal McBride. We have cleared the rear. Because obviously, everything has to be a joke when it can be.
What can I do for you?
The orcs have begun burning down the forest. They have taken over the vineyards to the east and are planning their final assault against us. They must be stopped.
The Alliance.
That was kind of a quick culmination to a final assault.
What are you looking for?
We don't need any of this stuff, I don't think. Well, we can equip this and look kind of silly and have one more armor. Like, I think we're just gonna stick with what we got until we get some greens. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Perfect. You know what we could do? We could see about maybe buying like a two-handed weapon, armor and shield crafter. You are a weaponsmith. You should have something. Short sword, bastard sword. This somehow has less damage than... Oh no, there we go. Okay, now I'm looking at it right. It doesn't seem to be too much better. But we can equip it. Find out.
For the Alliance.
Obviously, there's no weapon skill in retail World of Warcraft, so we can equip any weapon that we can equip, and we're going to be just as proficient with it as any other weapon. The vineyard is all I have. Take my fire extinguisher and extinguish the flames.
See you around.
Okay, so we're gonna go hunt some orcs and put out some fires in the vineyard. And we're wearing a cool water backpack because this is definitely how they fought fires, you know, just like this. It looks like maybe it's gnomish in construction. We've got some spinning parts on it with some unknown runes carved into them. It's probably the jailer's water pack. We're probably being corrupted right now. It's part of the story, didn't you know? Oh, we got hamstring. That's cute. Am I ever gonna care about using hamstring in retail WoW while I level up? Probably not. Oh, we don't have a shield now, so we can go ahead and... Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is so... We give up the shield, and it just takes an ability away from us. Okay. Alright. I see what you're doing. Let's come over here and spray this. Yeah, I'll note that we've leveled up a couple times, and I haven't really noticed when it's gone off or when it's added abilities to our bar, so that's pretty interesting. I kinda hate the health bars floating above them, but... Not really a big fan of the health bar beneath me either. Can I, like, turn that off? Personal resource display. I guess I can do that. And what I would rather do... is I'd rather just move these down here. Like so. That looks just about even. It's probably off a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I like to have the health bars floating above their head when I do dungeons, but when I'm out in the world, I just feel like it gets in the way of any kind of immersion. And I like to keep the heads-up display minimized as much as possible. That's part of the reason I don't use add-ons. Only part of the reason, though, because I understand that you can probably do some really minimalistic stuff with add-ons. So don't leave me a bunch of comments about how I need to be using add-ons. I appreciate everyone's opinion who likes add-ons, I just don't enjoy using them when I'm playing solo. Just not really my thing. I'm noticing that we have full rage basically all the time. Just a complete bar of rage. Is it even a resource at this point? We've also gone ahead and got all the items we need, and we haven't put out any of the fires. And we could probably just go ahead and do this. It's going to save us, what, about 30 seconds of running, I think? But it's on a 30-minute cooldown, and we're probably not going to need it again anytime really soon, so...
Well met.
The rampaging orc horde is led by a savage beast known as Kurtok the Slayer. Kurtok is responsible for the recent invasion and must be killed if we are to have peace in the valley. Venture back east across the river and through the vineyard and look for the passage leading into the mountains. Kurtok will be there preparing for another assault. And then we can get a better one-hander. And maybe we should buy a shield. Oh wait, maybe we should accept the quest. Did we accept the quest? We did. Okay, good.
Light bless you. What can I help you with?
That's the old sets. Can we get a better shield? Only marginally, not really, so.
Be careful.
I've never seen this interface before. This must be relatively new. Share this link by linking it, or share this outfit by linking it. Wow, okay, I've never seen any of this interface. Interesting.
Hello. Safe travels.
Alright, now we have Victory Rush. Strikes the target, causing 10 damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health. Only usable within 20 seconds after a kill. Okay. Perfect, perfect. And that's it. Let's head back to the east. My brain keeps going to think about like what direction we need to go. And then I remember that we have a 3D marker like literally in the world telling us where we need to go. I love the character models, but you literally have to get your camera this close in order to see them well, and I don't know a lot of people besides myself that don't play with their camera way out here like this. Like, and from here it's like you're playing an RTS. So, yeah. I like to play close, because I like to enjoy the artwork in the game, but a lot of times when you try to zoom in and enjoy the artwork, you miss crucial things in your environment, and a lot of us have been trained just to keep the camera zoomed out so that you can see incoming patrols and stuff like that. But a lot of that is stuff that you don't have to worry about in retail, so you could play here. If you get ambushed by somebody, it's not going to be a big deal in retail. You're going to be able to handle it. Unless it's like 6 or 7 guys. Then maybe you're in trouble, but even then I would question whether you're actually in trouble or not.
Light be with you.
With Kurtok slain, we are safe once again from the orcish hordes. I will send peasants to the pass in an attempt to seal the passage that no more orcs may come through into our territory. You're gonna send peasants? It's kind of like a derogatory way to refer to your people. I get it, it's a throwback to War 3, right? Send some peasants over there, they're ready to work. Okay, we want to pick the militia hammer so that we can still shield bash until we get some better options. You are a warrior with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwyn Forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire.
Light bless you.
Oh, and we salute! We are dismissed. So we are officially part of the Stormwind military now? I mean, technically, I guess. We've accepted orders. I feel like in Classic we spent a lot more time here. We fought kobolds. Are there no kobold quests? There were no kobolds, right? Did we, like, legit miss some quest? How could we have, right? How could we have missed quest? We didn't go into the mine, which was weird. Yeah, I'm really confused, actually. So they just made it so that you don't do a lot here, basically. Huh. Yeah, here's the warrior trainer that we never need to visit. Hi, how you doing? It's funny to me that they leave these guys here. You would think eventually they would go back and just get rid of them, replace them. There's a monk trainer because there would have had to be a monk trainer at some point.
Need help?
Stormwind is the pillar of the human race, maintained through strength of will. Now they just say different things. How may I help you? You can't. In fact, you can't help anybody anymore. May the light protect you this day.
Go with honor.
Okay, yeah, rather weird. And yeah, there's basically no way we missed a quest because it would be popping up on our minimap, but it is incredibly strange that now we have these areas like the inside of the mine that we don't have to go into. Okay, moving on then. 5 quests down, level 5, and moving on. They're like weirdly hunched over on their horses as if they're all riding like 10-speed racing bicycles. It's actually looks pretty weird. And the horses just seem a little bit small to be carrying men in armor.
Hey there.
Every adventure should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there's no finer place to get rest and relaxation than the Lion's Pride Inn. To find it, travel south along the road from here. Speak with Innkeeper Farley.
Have a good one.
Tell him this dude sent you. Can I turn this off, do you think? Is it worth turning this off? Interface. Accessibility? No. It's not accessibility, Robert. Camera? No. In-game navigator. I'm gonna turn that off for now. We'll leave it on. It kind of bothers me. I mean, it's useful, obviously, but sometimes it, like, just kind of messes with immersion a little bit to see a floating gold thing. I would prefer, like, the compass. I like when games give you the compass up here, and then they put the objective up there, so you can just see, am I headed the right direction, but you don't have to have this thing, like, actually in the world. And to me, that would be better. Obviously, like, a compass and a minimap might be a little bit of overkill, but I feel like it's probably better than a floating 3D marker. Heroes call Westfall. We're already being called to Westfall. Okay, we'll take that. Says here you've been awarded acting deputy status with the Stormwind Marshals.
Be careful.
He yelled for the guards to help him. I'm not really sure why he did that.
Well met.
Fargo Deep Mine. The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. Yeah, we don't know if there were problems there, because we didn't do anything in the mine there, so...
Go with honor.
Thanks, though.
Greetings.
Elmore's task. Speak to somebody in Stormwind.
For the Alliance.
A swift message. Bring this to the flight master right outside.
Hello.
A fishy peril. There's a new threat in Elwyn Forest. Murlocs are swimming up the streams of the eastern Elwyn, scaring away fish and attacking gentle folk. I warned Marshal Dugan, but he's more worried about the gnolls and the bandits. And gold dust exchange. The kobolds in these parts sometimes carry gold dust on them. I could really use the stuff. Oh, really? You could really use some gold dust? Yeah, who couldn't use some gold dust?
you around.
We'll just give it to you.
Need help?
If you are concerned about the rumor of murlocs, then do this. Travel to the Eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area.
The Alliance.
This is just a flight to Stormwind to do some stuff there, which
Hey there.
I will probably do at the end of the episode.
See you later. What can I do for you?
William Pestle, let's see, he wants us to get some large candles from the kobolds.
Safe travels. Looking for something specific? See you around. Good day
Let's
to
go
you.
ahead and make this in our home. Normally I would buy food and stuff, but I don't know if it's really going to be necessary.
You need something?
You don't have food anyway.
How are you?
Let's buy a little bit of food, just in case, you know, we have to eat it. I don't know if that's going to be a real thing or not.
See you later.
And let's open the map. Let's see, yeah, I guess for now we're just going to head south and do all of these. Yeah, nope, I can't do it. There we go. Okay, that's better. I hate seeing it in the world. It ends up being like the one thing that I look at. Even when I try to look at other stuff in the environment and just kind of appreciate how things look, my eyes are just inexorably drawn towards the diamond. So, yeah. That's why a compass is better. A compass, you can glance up and check it. A diamond is permanently floating in your world. And you want to enjoy the world. You want your players to be able to get immersed in the world. Oh, look, we can hamstring. Oh, well, we were gonna hamstring. Dual wielding. See, dual wielding is what we're going to eventually do. We won't look as awesome because we're not a Worgen with green eyes, but it'll be enough. On one of the new store mounts. Because that's right, we get our mount at level 10, I think. We're going to go into this mine. I don't know if we actually have to, but... yeah, here we go. Yeah, let's take on 3 of them. Now, in Classic right now, you'd be thinking, I'm dead. And you would be right. But especially with this self-heal we've got, in Victory Rush, there's really not a lot right now that can kill us. So, I mean, it's basically a totally different game, right? It's not supposed to be challenging in that way. That's not its intention. If anything, it seems like its intention is to really make you feel like a powerful hero in the world. Whereas in Classic, you could really tell that, you know, you're always struggling, right? And that's just kind of how it's designed. This is designed with different intentions. And it kind of just became that way over time, but then I think that they eventually just embraced that as a design philosophy. That's 8 out of 8 for the candles. Now we just need gold dust. And I think if we go this way, we'll find a way out. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that we have area loot in retail. I don't have to click each body. It loots all the bodies in the area. That's a quality of life thing that Classic could really stand to have. I would be down with some area loot. Alright, let's see. Who's aggroed us? You have. Where are we going next? I guess we could just go back to town. There's really... Well, you know, we could check the farms. I don't know if there are still quests at the farms or not, but we can go check. We have leveled up by discovering, and we learned shield block, which is weird. I mean, the last thing we need right now is a defensive ability, right? Raises your shield, blocking all melee attacks against you for 6 seconds. Just flat out blocking all melee attacks. Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll pop that. We take barely any damage, so giving us that right now, you haven't given us the impetus to need that, so why even bother? I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield.
Have a good one.
Same quest. A lot of things didn't change with the Cataclysm. Not as much as you'd think might have changed. Things that have changed here so far is the Orc invasion of Northshire. The goblins were different up there. There were no kobolds, I guess, in the mines. That was different. Or rather, there could have been kobolds in the mines. We didn't go in the mine in Northshire to find out, so... Some of the music is different. Thought that there would be quests over here too, but I don't see any. Let's just go talk to Tommy.
Hello. Have a good one.
He wants us to go talk to his grandma. He thinks that she is going to be on their side. There's Princess, who used to be located way over here in the Brackenwell pumpkin patch, is now just kind of hanging out right in their farm for convenience sake. We wouldn't want to have to hunt the thing down or figure out where it was.
Good day to you.
I lost my necklace, and I think Billy McCure took it.
See you later. What can I do for you?
You want us to kill Princess, like right off the bat, we're just gonna kill her. It's over. It's done.
Have a good one.
She's out in the fields. We need to take her out.
Light bless you.
All right, let's go handle Princess. I like the bow. That's actually really awesome. Ribbon. I guess you'd call it a ribbon. There we go. Nothing to it.
Well met. Farewell.
And let's go talk over here to Auntie, or I don't know who. I don't know. I guess we're talking to Billy. He's gonna tell us where he hid the thing. I think Goldtooth, one of the local kobolds, got a hold of it. Bring 4 tender boar meats to Auntie. So he wants a pie, and maybe if he gets a boar pie, maybe then he'll want to tell us. Some of the things we've done, we could probably just like get it out of him forcibly, just scare him, you know, a little bit. We probably look pretty scary. We look a little scary. Well, I think we could probably scare a 9-year-old if we wanted to. And back to the other farm we go.
How are you? Safe travels.
And back to Billy. It's funny that out of all the things they shortened and took out from Vanilla to when they did the revamp in Cataclysm, that they left some of the quests like this in. Where it's obviously just like we're running back and forth. Just change the quest. You change the princess quest. Change the other quest. They're all tedious. And now we have to hunt Goldtooth, who used to be deep in the mine. You had to go into the mine, fight your way back there, and then fight for him once he spawned with other players. You think you could take me in battle? Most girls hate snakes, but I think they're cute. Oh, you're a pet trainer. I'm like, who is this person talking to us about snakes?
Be careful.
A little bit weird. But yeah, in Cataclysm, we just put Goldtooth out here, just kind of hanging out. You can come up here, you can fight us while we fight Goldtooth. There we go.
Have a good one.
And I think that is that for down here for right now. We have 4 minutes on our hearth, but yeah, I think we're gonna run it. I guess if I were playing solo, you know, without recording, this would probably be a good 4 minutes to go get some coffee, go get a bite to eat, watch something on YouTube, and then just use our hearth, but we'll run it.
How are you? See you later.
We got pummel that time, which is an interrupt. That's good. We might actually use that.
Well met. Light bless you. Light be with you.
Oh, look at this. We can ride a charger, I think, all the way out to guard Thomas. We don't even have to run out there. It's like that was deemed too far. Too far. Have to have a quick way to get there. Otherwise, why would people do it?
Need something?
50 quests completed. Sure doesn't feel like it.
Have a good one.
Sure does not feel like it. We're gonna have to start equipping some of this other armor eventually, so we might as well get to doing that. We could equip the weapon that we got a long time ago. And then, we don't look too bad. Let's sell some of this stuff. You're the assistant innkeeper, but we can't even talk to you or do anything.
Hey there.
Makes sense.
Safe travel.
Oops.
You need something? See you around.
Alright. Oh, hi there. I guess we're gonna go over here and collect some kelp. That is the next closest thing. And then naturally we could go scout the Jasper Lode mine, and then we could come down to guard Thomas. I mean, it clearly just wants us to take the charger out there, but I guess we could do this, come back. We still have to get up the Jasper Lode mines, so we'll see. We might take the charger. Guard Roberts has been here, you know, ever since vanilla, just kind of hanging out. He's got his snazzy new armor on, he's still just chilling.
Greetings. King's honor, friend. Greetings. King's honor, friend. Forget something? I'm kind of busy. Quit it. What's your problem? You're getting on my nerves. Knock it off. Light be with you.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's worth it to do that sometimes. I mean, he's getting on my nerves too because he's been there for 16 years and I don't really know why. This is cool. It's too bad that there's not like a cool quest giver and stuff here. Looks really, really interesting. A lot of potentially dangerous experiments happening. Flammable stuff being placed on dry wood furniture. I would not advise that, but you know, I'm not an alchemist, so what do I know? Yeah, very cool. I wonder what this is about. Like, there's nobody here, really? We didn't put anybody here? Let's come out of the water and just, like, take this party over here. Same thing. If we had pulled this many in Classic, we would certainly be dead. And yeah, they got us down a little bit, you know, so there's hope that eventually we will actually start taking some damage from these guys. They're actually affecting our health bar a little bit. That's something at least. I mean, it would take about 10 more of them to make me feel like maybe I'm gonna die. But yeah, hey, they did some damage to us. And we got 3 out of the 4 items we needed. They seem to maybe just be respawning around us as we chill here, so... Permanently fighting Murlocs, basically. I guess we could do shield block and like take no damage for a minute if we really want to. Yeah, well, let's move off this island. We'll fight these guys, but let's fight them over here. That way we don't keep getting the respawns.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
Okay, he's making the invisibility potion.
How are you? See you around.
We might as well run south and do this, and then we can hearth back. So yeah, good thing we saved our hearth here. Let me know about the sound settings, guys. I kind of like the music to be up a little bit because it has nice ambience, and if you're just kind of watching this trying to relax and chill out, which is always sort of my intention, is to provide you guys with kind of a relaxing place to hang out in Azeroth, whether it's classic or retail. And I feel like the music in the game does help with that. There are obviously games with better music, but I feel like the music and ambience in WoW is good for what it is, and can help you get immersed, can help you relax, can help you just kind of get into the flow of things. So I like to have it up a little bit. Nobody needs to hear every single thing I say anyway.
Hello. See you around.
And that's it. She disappears. She'll be back. Don't worry. And we've reached level 8. We've learned Taunt. We have learned Taunt. Look at us. Alright, let's talk to Marshal Dugan and see about renting this Stormwind Charger. Yeah, I mean, that's no joke. For some reason, his eyes are glowing blue. Why are his eyes glowing blue? Is he like a death steed or some kind of undead thing? Why wouldn't he just have normal eyes? Like, you can't tell me as a horse gets more awesome, its eyes glow? That doesn't make sense. It's either an actual horse, or it's something else, right? And if it's an actual horse, it should just have actual eyes. That's all I'm saying. The armor and the parts of the horse that it actually covers is questionable. Like, we have nothing protecting its flanks besides, like, the little riding blanket. Which is something you would use, but then you'd probably have a little bit of armor over the horse's exposed flanks. It's good that he's got little boots on, though. That's cool.
What can I do for you?
Alright. Yes, Murlocs have settled in and around the streams of Eastern Elwyn. We don't know why they are here, but they are aggressive and at least semi-intelligent. A few days ago we sent 2 guards, Rolf and Malachi, to investigate along the river, and they have not yet returned. Yeah, see, none of this stuff has changed with the Cataclysm events. We can get some green gear, though. Kill 8 prowlers and 5 young forest bears. Bounty on Murlocs. Okay, we'll take it. 2-handed sword or a 1-handed mace. A bounty has been placed on the head of James Clark. Clark is wanted for robbery, burglary, arson, and murder. He is also a suspect in the kidnapping and disappearance of the Brackwell's prized pig princess. No, she escaped. James Clark was last seen heading towards Eastvale Logging Camp. Alright, we are going to head up this way to get Jesperlode Mine, and I'm kind of thinking while we do that we might encounter some of the wildlife we need. And then there is a flight path back in the logging camp that we will also get. Just killing them right in their little dens. Right in their little dens, right as they respawn. Because that is the hero that we are, guys. Apparently now the guards' bodies are marked by the question marks, so... we don't need you, but you're gonna get in our way here. Let's come up here and talk to the guards' mutilated body. Because why wouldn't we do that? Upon further searching the area, you find webbed footprints leading east along the shore of Stonecarn Lake. In the distance to the east, you can just barely see a Murloc village. Perhaps Rolf's fate ended there. Yeah, it did. Spoiler alert, it has ended there for the past 16 years. Oh, these are counting as for the Prowlers, and I don't think they used to. I think there used to be Grey Wolves and Prowlers, and they were different enemies, and they didn't all count for the quest. But these guys are certainly counting now. I think that we would find more of the bears in the south, actually. We're going to try to find what we can up here, but we might have to look elsewhere to finish this one up. We'll just run up here into the mine, and then anybody still chasing us at that point, we will turn around and fight. If anybody is actually still chasing us at that point, which could be some. This would probably be a good time to stop. Don't take on a bunch of casters. That's kind of what we learned today. The game didn't even want me to die. The game was like, stay alive. Okay, really close respawn. So there we go. Now we know what it takes to get ourselves killed. Pull a bunch of guys, including a caster. And it was probably the caster that kind of put us over the edge there. Since we do have kind of like a physical damage blocker at this point, we don't have anything for magic. That's fine. It's good to know now that we can die. I'm happy. I'm happy we can die. And I think all we have to do here is get inside and get the ping for exploration, right? Let's resurrect up here. Look how much health we get when we res. Basically have like all of our health. There we go, explore the mine complete. I don't think we have to do anything else in here. I don't think we ever get sent back here. I think that that is literally all. We'll just finish helping out our buddy here, and then we will head out. They don't really seem able to daze us or slow us down in any way, which just makes it easier to make the choice of ignoring them instead of fighting them. Here we go, I see a bear over here, and maybe we'll find one more in this little narrow area before we head back further to the east. When we swing this hammer, we bring it up with the hooked side up. Watch. Okay, maybe not. It just... yeah, it looks like we have a really weird swing. Alright, one more bear. Where are you at? There he is. I see his furry behind all the way from here. Oh, we can charge while in combat. That's interesting. And I like it. Okay, we need one more, actually. We needed 5. I don't know why I thought we needed 4. Besides just, like, not paying attention to the quest. Are we gonna find another bear in this area? Probably not. Yeah, we can see from pretty far off, and I'm not seeing any. Let's go over and we'll get James Clark's head. And then we might have to head down to the south if we want to find any more of these. Although we might get some quests to head down there anyway, so we don't have to be in a huge rush. We'll just make a little stop at this guy's house and murder him. That's what you get for not having doors on any of your buildings. I'm just saying. Oh, look! And you kill him in front of his kids? Holy... That's f***ing dark. That is incredibly dark. The pages of the journal seem to be filled with information about trades, buyers, and other miscellaneous business-related events. Yeah, like, I don't want to kill this guy in front of his kids. Why are we doing this again? Because he's wanted by decree of the Stormwind Army. Robbery, burglary, arson, murder. A suspected kidnappings. Okay, I mean, the kidnapping of the pig. These are his kids, though, right? I mean, he hasn't kidnapped these kids. They don't seem like they've been kidnapped. God. Why do you make me do this, World of Warcraft? I don't care what this guy's done. You don't kill him in front of these kids. And so, we become the villain. At least for these two kids, who will want us dead for the rest of their lives. At least they don't give them any sad emotes or something when we're done. This note is scheduled with a list of days and times when a person described only as the Collector will receive a shipment of gold from the mines in Elwyn Forest. From the schedule, it looks as if the Collector resides near the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. I'm sure they do.
King's honor.
Sarah wants us to get some linen scraps, some red linen scraps.
Safe travels.
You know, Defias colors happens to be.
Well met.
The guy was right over here. The marshal of the entire area was standing within view of the wanted criminal, but we had to be the ones to go murder him. Couldn't you have taken some men over there and just arrested him? Put him in the stockade? If the Collector is taking gold from our mines and he's stealing from the kingdom, bring the Collector to justice and bring me the ring mentioned in the pickup schedule you gave me. It may tell us whom the Collector is working for.
Or the Alliance.
Greetings.
6 bundles of wood. You still need wood. After all this time, she still needs the wood. There's our flight points. Well, let's come up here. Are there going to be any actual forest bears over in this little area? I would love to find out. Let's go into this tiny little area that it's marked for us. and see if there are actually any bears over here or not. There are prowlers. And there are bears. We also got a random green item. A green bow. Oh, we don't have a bow slot anymore because it's retail. How nice would that have been? Just an additional 2 stamina to put into a ranged weapon slot that we don't have? Alright. Well, that's all the bears. That's the good news. That's our last bear. Bundles of wood, torn murloc fins. Yeah, we should go up here and take care of this stuff, right? It feels weird. I have this rage that we have, and I have this impulse to put up Battle Shout, but we don't have Battle Shout. The wood is glowing. Perfect. Alright, one more fin, and then we should be good to go up here. And there we go, there's 8 out of 8. Well, we don't need to get the linen scraps here. We can get the linen scraps when we go down to do manhunt. We don't have to split those up. We can kind of get them together. Should be enough guys down there with the respawn rate to get all the red linen that we need. For now, let's go turn in the wood.
More work?
Light be with you. Be careful.
More work. Eastvale. I thought that said enslaved peasant at first.
What is it?
Whew, I got worried there. Got worried. They did some retcons that I wasn't aware of. Alright, we'll stop back at Guard Thomas first. We have a few to turn into him, and then we will head over to the pumpkin patch for manhunt.
Greetings.
I'm gonna take the club still. We're still using shield slam. We're still using shield block.
Go with honor, friend.
Let's equip some of this stuff because it all has stats on it somehow. Strength, stamina, critical strike. Yes, please. Strength and stamina for the main hand. Did we get anything else we can equip? Doesn't look like it. He wants us to go over here for some reason. Give Sarah Timberlane the Stormwind Armor Marker. Okay, so maybe just some free gear before we head out.
You need something? Go with honor, friend.
Studded arm protector, strength and stamina, sure. And now we head down to get the collector's ring. And it looks like after we do that, we'll probably be level 10. So we'll get into our talent tree. I'm gonna go Fury. And we'll keep our other one-hander for that. I'm not sure why these guys are all identical. I feel like they broke a lot of things when they went back for Cataclysm. And a lot of times you find humans in areas that instead of them being a little bit diverse and looking different, when they did the... And it might not have been Cataclysm, it was probably whenever they did the graphics upgrade for all the characters. You get a lot of places that just have clones in them. They're the exact same character model, and they weren't that way during Classic. It seems like that only happened after they changed the overall graphics. So was that sometime in MoP? Or was it like Warlords of Draenor era that they changed all that stuff? And it's really unfortunate because when you come into a place and you see like a bunch of clones, it really just destroys any kind of immersion you might have had. Can we do a shield block? Yep, okay. Gonna pop that potion. There we go. Definitely needed at least a second person to deal with this quest in Classic. We all remember that. Oh, our armor is a midriff now. That's a good throwback as well to like every piece of human female armor in World of Warcraft is some kind of midriff. And we need one more linen scrap, so almost done with this. Ouch. And there we go. There is our last piece of cloth that we need. Let's get up there and turn all these in. I kind of feel like with the way everyone can AoE by level like 5, going back and just adding more enemies, like just more enemies, more pulls that are chained together. Like you pull one guy, it's gonna for sure pull 3 guys. I feel like that could be something that you could do to make the combat more engaging. We saw how we can get low when we're fighting 3 or 4 guys. Like, we can get low on health. We have to think about potions, we have to think about defensive abilities, but we only have to think about those things when we're fighting 3 to 4 enemies. So, solution, make it so that every pull is at least a 2 pull, and make it so that most pulls are 3 or 4 pulls. Yes, it then feels more like a Diablo game, but it could provide some kind of challenge and engagement for the player.
Need help? Light bless you.
And guys, that is level 10. Seek out Randall Hunter at the East of Hell logging camp. How convenient is that? They have it timed so that if you're here questing here, you're going to unlock your mount right here in this spot. And that's pretty ideal. Alright, we are going to go Fury. Let's see what this does to all the things we've learned so far. Oh, we learned Titan's Grip at level 14, so right away we're going to be dual-wielding two-handers. That's something. Let's go ahead and we'll do this. Main hand, one hand. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's how we'll have to do it for now. Bloodthirst assaults the target in a bloodthirsty craze, dealing 33 physical damage and restoring 3% of your health. That seems like we're going to want that, like, in our primary attack position. Enrage is a passive, okay. Everything else basically is going to stay the same. We're not going to be using Shield Slam. I think I can leave my bars like that for now, and I'll probably move stuff around to where it feels best as we go along. Let's go ahead and equip that. We could equip our shirt, which will bind it to us for some reason, because shirts are soul-bound. It's fine.
King's honor, friend.
The collector's ring will get us some better plate gloves.
Careful.
Alright.
What can I do for you? Light bless you. Light be with you.
90 silver for apprentice riding. There we go. And
Hey there.
I know all of these already. It doesn't matter. Oh, we don't have enough money. That part does matter. Let's sell some stuff. We have 45 pieces of cloth already. 45 pieces of cloth. Alright, yeah, we still don't have enough. I mean, obviously, I have mounts. I can go into my mount book here, and I don't think I need to actually buy anything. We can just pull out any horse we want. There we go. There's our horse. That's what we'll ride around on, because it looks relatively normal. It has normal eyes that aren't glowing. For now, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to hearth back to Goldshire. We'll get this turned in, and I'm going to stop here for today. It was a long episode. I don't really know the future of this playthrough, how much I'm going to get invested in this character. I was just kind of feeling the itch to come back and just see how things feel in retail after such a long break, and how it might feel for you guys who are coming back to retail or who are entertaining the thoughts. And just kind of want to see how the game plays, what it feels like, how it flows, and what the old world feels like after playing so much Classic for so long. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I am interested to hear from you. And as always, thank you all so much for being here today. I really do appreciate all the support on the channel and the different series. If you did like the video, please go ahead and leave a like. And if you think you want to see more World of Warcraft content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would help me out immensely. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you somewhere in Azeroth again really soon. Bye now.